Hi, I'm Linda Mangione, and welcome to another Jazz Up the Spirit music devotional. We talk about the stories behind the lyrics of some of the songs that end up in the Jazz Up the Spirit repertoire. And today's story is going to take us way, way back. This particular memory is back in elementary school. And at that time, we study all the history of the United States, of the planet, and sometimes even deal with a little bit of spirituality. At least back then we did. But specifically, I remember as a child when we would read in history about something happening so many years BC, or something happening, or some event that happened so many years AD. It just became part of the routine of learning history, but never, ever talking about what this is in reference to. Many, many years later, as I became a Christ follower, probably around the year 2003, 2004, that very subject matter came back for some reason. And I began to think about BC and AD. Exactly what does that mean? Well, I knew that BC stood for before Christ, even though we never really discussed Christ when we were discussing the event that occurred so many years BC. AD, I remember as a child being told it meant after death. As I research this now, what it actually stands for is Anno Domini or Domini, which is Latin for in the year of the Lord. It refers to the birth of Jesus Christ, which was in the history books way back when. There's also another abbreviation called CE, and it stands for Common Era, and it is used to mark time in the same way that BC does, meaning before Christ, but BCE stands for before the Common Era. This is somewhat of the secular explanation for that division in the way that we measure time. There was a question as I was doing the research was there a year zero? And the answer was no. Year zero does not exist in the Anno Domini system. In the system, year 1 BC is followed by year 1 AD. Humans are generally more curious in this. I surprised myself that I never asked questions as a child. What is the significance? What happened at that division mark, BC, before Christ, that became Anno Domini, after the year of the Lord? During a prayerful time, somewhere around 2003, 2004, I began to pray about this and ask God, what is about this division in history, this division in the way we measure time, that this can be used to present to folks who don't want to know more about that or have never asked the question of what happened when BC became AD. And as I begin to write a song and it began to come together, the song is called Sunday Sleepers, because there are people who will sleep on Sunday because they don't have the curiosity of knowing what BC and AD means. And if they did, I bet it would change their life and they would want to know more. So Jazz Up the Spirit recorded Sunday Sleepers in its typical jazzy sort of way, jazzy bluesy. And at that time, I was also part of a band, a Christian rock and blues band. And I dreamt during the night that this song, Sunday Sleepers, in its jazzy bluesy way, had this wailing guitar going off in the background. And it suddenly took on a whole new dimension. With reservation, I took the song to the leader of the band. I said, what would you think if we did this in a rock version? Well, with a little bit of work, a little bit of elbow grease, the Jazz Up the Spirit version of Sunday Sleeper became a rockin' expression of the song Sunday Sleeper. I do hope that you'll enjoy this version. This is a live version of Sunday Sleeper by the Skywire Project. Enjoy.
When the sun starts to rise, you don't open your eyes. The alarm has not been set. It's Sunday in the morning. You're sleeping in a day of rest. 'Cause you don't buy what the preacher sells. He's got no proof at all. Sunday sleeper, if you want proof, look at the calendar on the wall. Calling up Sunday sleepers, I know you think that's odd, that I would want to sing to you and bring you back